All right, hello, all. Give me a second. You are not set up, of course. I apologize. We're having a lot of technical difficulties tonight. Yeah. Oh, it's been so long since I've used this. Let's see. Device. There we go. All right.
Well, hello, friends.
Yay, you are now showing up.
Yay!
All right.
I'm here.
So, let us know if there's any weirdness um, with the audio, anything needs adjusted. Uh,
I am audible.
Yay! All right. Let me make it so that you can see. How's that?
Perfect.
All right. So, I apologize. None of this happened the way it was supposed to tonight. But we're here. We're back. Yay.
Yes.
So I'm Kels. I'm the moron behind the controller who apparently has not updated their computer drivers in a while. And so OBS refused to load. So we are doing a slapdash stream tonight. Mana couldn't make it because they have no power. Any disaster on your end?
There's strong winds coming my way.
Fun.
So potentially.
So if you drop, we know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm Lever. I'm our resident Star Wars expert. I say that thinking no, that's not true, and it's yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, so what happened last time? We basically you didn't really miss a lot story-wise with our buffering problems, the Twitch buffering problems that were happening. We found that we needed. Did we find the holocron? We found the holocron.
No.
No?
No, we haven't found the holocron yet.
Okay. We know that the holocron exists, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about it there a little bit. The Force users in Star Wars, whether they're light users or dark users, they have these things called holocrons that they use to communicate messages, whatever. So the holocron that we are looking for has a list of Force sensitive children. And that would be very bad for the Empire to get.
Yep.
Because the whole point of the Inquisitors, which are the bad guys that we met the stream before last, or I don't know how many. This is our second or third.
This
stream?
is our third stream. So
okay, so
in the
first stream, the guys with the red lightsabers are Inquisitors. They are their whole point is they got told by the Empire that they're not going to kill them because they're hunting Jedi, kind of thing. So Cal here, our homeboy.
Yep, homeboy.
Is being hunted, and so are those baby children if the Empire gets a hold of that holocron.
Yep.
Yes, the Sithquisition.
The Sithquisition. Yep, so where we're at right now is we're inside this ancient Zepho tomb. So basically, Cordova was this Jedi master that was fucking weird. And basically, he's the one who hid the holocron on planet Bogano. Mm-hmm. And so he's hidden sort of clues in different places, in 3 different places, to make sure that whoever gets that holocron of children's names, not actual children in there, is basically passes these tests. So right now, we are at Zepho trying to unlock the clue.
Yes.
So.
Yes, the younglings.
Yes. All right, the question is, where are we? Okay. We gone all the way there. What do I have? So I have slow, I have wall run. Oh, and I have push now. Okay.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so we were exploring.
Yes. Hello, sir. Yeah, I thought that you might have a problem with me. Let's see if I remember how to play this. Oh.
Is that a temple guard?
It is. Basically, it's a robot thing. It doesn't have any consciousness. I don't remember what it's called.
How dare.
I don't want to hint, BD. I'm trying to kill this dude. I love you, though. So occasionally, BD will offer me a clue if I've been running around for too long. Which, actually, I may need a clue because I don't remember what we're doing. Okay, so...
And of course, in case you're new here, we always we love droids.
We do.
They're the best, and we
Yeah.
respect droids. So, droids are the best.
Droids are the best. All right, so I have that one. If we went up here, I feel like we went up here. And that's a while to get back, so... Oh, we have push, so I can get through here now, I think. Oh yeah, I forgot I don't have force jump anymore. So heads up, I am going to be making Cal do some very bad jumps. Because I forget I can't make him do everything now. I have finished it on my own run, so now I'm used to having all of these neat little...
all his abilities.
Yeah. Then I come
So we
back
talked
here.
about it. We talked about it last time. So thanks to Order 66, Cal has. I don't know if we know at the current moment if he did it on purpose or if it's just, it happened, but he's cut himself off from the Force, so that's why we don't have all of our
We do
abilities.
not know yet.
Yeah, so we don't know. Well, we also don't know that he, They've always tried to play off Order 66 as this huge spoiler, and it's like, my guys, like, Revenge of the Sith came out in, like, 2005.
Yeah.
Let me fact-check myself on that real fast.
I
but,
will
like,
say, I thought Order 66 was a different thing than it was, because I finally looked it up after finishing this game, and went, oh shit, that's what it was?
Yeah. So, I guess, spoiler alert for a movie that's been out for almost 20 years. But yeah, so The Fall of the Jedi was Order 66. And they do talk about it in Clone Wars and, well, pretty much any of the cartoon media actually also goes through Order 66, which fucking is, like, wild. Because it's like, this is 1,000% more for children than... Anyway, but... yeah, they're like, oh, like, I wonder what this flashback is going to be like for this Jedi when they're younger. And it's like,
Well, fun fact, it was traumatic.
They did it in Kenobi, and it was like, of course we're going to get a Order 66 flashback.
Of course.
Clone Wars ends. The last two or three episodes of the Clone Wars, which were just Disney Plus. They didn't do those weren't on a Cartoon Network or Netflix, but like the last two or three episodes of Clone Wars happen at the same time as Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, fun!
Which is wild. So you actually get to see like Obi-Wan and Anakin right before they go off to try to save, again, spoiler alert for a movie that's been out for almost 20 years. But they go off to save, like, Palpatine, and Ahsoka's like, hey, you should actually help me with this thing I need to be doing. Like, I need you guys to be doing. Yeah. Every time. They're like, surprise, it's Order 66. It's like, we know.
I mean, do you want to explain exactly what Order 66 was? Because, again, I thought it was... Okay, I don't know why that just blacked out on me. I thought it was something different. I thought it was when all the... once again, spoilers. I thought it was when all the children got murdered, which I guess it...
Technically not wrong.
Just technically not right either.
So, to understand, like, what Order 66 is, the whole grand scheme of things with the prequel trilogy that started... the three movies that came out between 1999 and 2005, so those three movies that I grew up on that got me into Star Wars, was this kind of galactic, like, think in like American history terms, like
sorry,
it's kind of like like you've got your beginnings of your Civil War. There's not actual fighting yet. but there are people that want to be part of this like union as is, and then there's other people that don't. And of course, instead of states, we're talking planetary systems.
Hmm.
So it's just a really big civil war. Palpatine, who at first is a senator, and then he is the
Oh, that's why. Oh shit.
he's like the leader of the Senate, which the name of that is like escaping me. Not that it really matters. Then he ends up being Emperor Palpatine, who's the bad guy, right?
Hmm.
He's playing both sides. He has his whatchamacallit, one of his apprentices actually orders these clones to be cloned for an army for the Republic. And what they do is they like implant this code in these genetically modified people that like you have to do this thing, and the code is Order 66. So they program them to basically like forget all allegiances. Yeah, and then he's the Senate, yes. But yeah, basically it's this fail-safe that if Palpatine can't get the Jedi to do what he wants, he can use the clones to destroy them. And of course, like they had been fighting with each other, not like brothers in arms, with not like, you know, I hate you. So they had been the Jedi had been like generals and fighting with the clones during the Clone Wars, and so a lot of them, you know, rightfully so, were trusting of the clones, and so it ended up being fairly easy to slaughter the Jedi. But then you have survivors like Cal, which I know we'll eventually get to see Cal's deep-seated trauma, because of course we are.
Yeah.
But you get like survivors that made it through, you know. So like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda are ones that would be, you know, are decades-old spoilers for having survived.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you know, Cal. So pretty much, and then like you have like the children and younglings that haven't even been discovered yet, and that's why, you know, the Empire is going after them, is because the Jedi to the Emperor are seen as a real threat. And I think it has a lot to do with how the Sith operate. So Jedi are very much like, you know, like they're like, they do like the whole like master and apprentice thing, but for the way that Sith operate, like it's only like there are only two. There are only ever two Sith at a time. It is a master and apprentice. So either, you know, the oh damn.
Oh yeah.
So you know, either one dies / kills the other. Kind of deal. That's usually how you gain a new Sith. Which another fun Star Wars game is Force Unleashed, where Vader ends up with a secret, which Palpatine knows the whole time, but Vader ends up with a secret apprentice named Starkiller. And people love that man very much.
So does that mean he's like Darth Starkiller, or is the Darth thing just a...
I mean, technically, so the Darth thing are really like only like it. I think if he was technically one of the two, he could be Darth Starkiller. He'd probably get a different name. I think that's not actually his name. I haven't played or watched the game in so long, I don't remember. But so like, you know, you've got like Count Dooku is not his. That's not his Sith name. It's actually like Darth Tyrannus.
Why do they all
Sith
have
name?
stupid names? Sorry. Stopping this explanation for a second to go like, what the fuck was wrong with all of them?
I don't know, man. Because I mean, one would assume there probably is some sort of confirmation somewhere. Do I know it off the top of my head? No. But like, Palpatine named Vader. But granted, like, then you have Maul, who, like, that's his name. So Darth Maul makes sense, because that's already his name. Maverick. But, like, they obviously, you know, Vader
What did you find?
Actually, you know,
The Zephyr went to
Anakin is
Kashyyyk.
his name.
Cordova mentioned someone named Tarful.
A Wookiee chief.
But then you also have, like,
They were old friends. Still
Darth
around?
Sidious is
There's only one way to find out.
Palpatine's Sith name.
We have to go to Kashyyyk.
So, Sith just have dumb names.
They
Except for
really
Darth
do.
Maul's my favorite.
I don't know, he was an asshole. I watched Rebels. I will never forgive him.
I love him so much. It's such a piece of shit. He's my favorite dark side user. Darth Maul is. I love him. And it's so funny to me because, like, when they, in Solo, the movie Solo, they play it off as this big, like, oh my god moment when they're like, hey, Darth Maul's alive, after getting cut in half at the end of Phantom Menace. And it's like, anybody who's seen the Clone Wars or Rebels already knows this man is not dead. There's a whole long, convoluted reason or explanation for how he survived getting literally cut in half.
Did we just open the way for the Empire?
Alright, let's take on some stormtroopers, because for some reason they're here now, and I can't... Oh, crap.
That was a cool move.
Thank
Until
you.
then, but
Thank you. Ow. It was really cool until I got massacred by a rocket launcher.
So, backtracking in comments. Yeah, so that's kind of like the idea of the rule of two, is that, like, the idea of dark side users, they're so focused on power, so they wouldn't want to split it more than they have to. For a master, it would make sense you would want to. You're more powerful if there is somebody under you, right? So you want to have an apprentice. You want someone who has to be, like, beholden to you or whatever the fuck, right? Maverick!
Hi, Mav.
Maverick? No, hey! He's messing up my shit because Leia is in his crate. She's tired of him. And so he's messing up my stuff to try to get a reaction out of one of us.
Mood.
Hey! Stop! Oh, hi, Finn. What are you looking at? He got all like staring off into space like he saw a ghost or something. Fuck, dude. Sit down. Sit down. Maverick, you made me lose my train of thought.
Hey, BD1.
What was I talking about? Sith, Power of Two. I think that was pretty much the end of that conversation. That
this?
bit.
Continue excavating. I want rare
Okay, the only
artifacts
etymology I
and
know about
pieces.
Sith names is Vader is father equals father, and that comes from the protagonist of Pitch Perfect's acting like she called the twist from the beginning, even though it wasn't thought up until later. That's true. So that's where I know, like, a lot of people get grossed out about, like, the Luke and Leia kiss in Empire Strikes Back, which, agreed, wrong. But at the time, they were not siblings when that movie was written. So, like, when the first one came out,
Oh, crap.
Like,
Couldn't see through
Anakin.
that. Sorry.
When the original movie came out, like, Anakin and Darth Vader were two different characters. Oh god, oh my god. Scary. And then, so you got your first two movies, like Luke and Leia are not siblings. Like, that's a thing that
Oh, crap, I can't pull yet.
that was so close. But yeah, so just remember those little things when you watch Star Wars, because, up until Empire Strikes Back, he is not his father. So, in that one movie, not his dad. And in the first two movies, not siblings. Not that it makes it okay. Don't kiss your sister. Gross. Also, like, they're not related in real life, so, like, calm down.
Yeah. Alright, so I lost half. I think I got hit a whole, like, 4 times fighting the stormtroopers, but then lost half my health jumping off of the thing, but that's okay. Anyways, we are headed back to the Mantis.
Hell yeah.
Because we gotta go find ourselves a Wookiee general.
Oh, man. Okay, you told me that Kashyyyk gets weird.
Kashyyyk gets weird, not this time. We're gonna
Okay,
go
not
back.
this time.
We're gonna go to Kashyyyk twice. The second time, it gets fucking weird.
Yeah, in case, so Wookiees, we're going to the Wookiee homeworld, and Wookiee is what Chewbacca is.
Love
so,
him.
you know, space Sasquatch.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, god damn it, that's right. That leads down here. Okay, I'll go via the lift.
My fun fact, another fun fact. I don't know why I said it like that was the only fun fact I've had all night.
Never mind, apparently we're going down the slide again.
So they shot the forest scenes from Return of the Jedi in the Redwoods in Northern California. And they, whenever not shooting, they would like really quickly put Peter Mayhew in like this big orange vest, so that way people would not hunt him, or try to capture them a Bigfoot, because that's how we roll in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, that I will say that sounds like a Pacific Northwest thing. If you've never been up there.
I've actually been in the part of the Redwoods where they filmed it. It was very exciting for me. So I've been to Endor.
Alright. Where the hell? Okay. I can't get through that door. Okay, I have to cut that thing. This is what I mean by some of these levels are not very well designed. Love this game. Had a lot of fun with it. Hello!
Big chunky boy. Another thing about Vader. So the father, like, no, I am your father reveal line, when they filmed it, up until like the actual like legitimate premiere, only like a small handful of people actually knew what the line was. And you could look it up, like Harrison Ford like was like, "Hey, Mark Hamill, what the hell?" So even when they filmed it, because I think the line was something like Obi-Wan killed your father.
Mm-hmm.
But like Mark had to know what the real line was so he could act appropriately. But yeah, instead,
back there,
so that's like what he was said like on stage, like as they were filming, kind of deal, you know, like no, Obi-Wan killed your father. It's like, no, I am. I'm your dad. So
An Imperial officer was trying to hide a relic down here.
Awkward.
It's a cave-in.
yeah,
She became trapped and never escaped.
it makes it so funny because it's like truly a mystery to me is why Luke. I mean, okay, Luke loses his aunt, his uncle, right? Very sad. The people who raised him, he lost them. Okay, fine. He loses a dude he's known for maybe 3 days. And with the Kenobi show, they kind of imply that maybe Ben had some interaction with Luke beforehand, but they're not close. But, you know, Leia, who has lost her parents, her adopted parents, and her whole planet, has to comfort Luke.
Look, we all know that Leia is a different breed.
Honestly.
They may be siblings.
Better. That's my hot Star Wars hot take.
You see her? I'm under an Imperial dig site.
At
We
least,
got a lot
you know,
further
like
than we thought.
We can't worry about
episode
that now.
1, like
The Empire's identified you as the
but you know what I mean?
Jedi from Rock.
Like
They're
right out the
searching for
gate,
Mantis
like,
as we speak.
Can't you move the Mantis?
It's too risky to start the engine. Its power discharge will draw their attention immediately.
I'll be back as fast as I can.
Alright, we gotta make it back to the Mantis, because they're about to capture them.
Uh-oh.
There's gonna be shit out there.
I think it was more like Harrison's reaction, and that's one of the things I do very much love about him. As much as I love Han Solo, I love the fact that Harrison Ford could not give less of a shit about Star Wars. I find that very funny. And yet, you know, like, he is very protective over, like, Indiana Jones, which, anyway, the way that Mark told the story was, like, you know, like, why didn't you tell me or whatever kind of thing? Like, I don't know. It's an interview that Mark did on a talk show, and then his impression of Harrison Ford, which apparently Harrison does not like, which I think is very accurate, is you have to look it up. 'Cause my favorite game is speaking of Mark Hamill. My favorite game is figuring out how long it takes me to realize that he's the voice actor for the thing. It's usually pretty quick.
Hold on. I'm on my way.
Because he voice acts a lot.
All right, time to take on this. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I'd like to leave now.
Is that an S in ATST?
Yep, ATST.
See, there's like things like that where it's like I don't remember like shit like that all the time.
Yay! I did it. Woo-hoo. Let me just say, it looked a lot stupider the first time I did it. Hello, sir. You're going to try to kill me now. But I got the better of you. Oh. All right. Let's go back to our team.
Nice work out there, kid. Hey, you got some real moves.
I like
on
that, like how much they just how
tell me
quickly
that
they
this
adopted
visit
him.
wasn't for nothing.
Yep.
I found the tomb of
He's
the
their new
second
son.
sage.
Yeah, and he's just like,
They definitely
yay,
use the Force.
family.
An advanced civilization of force wielders who mysteriously vanished. No wonder Master Cordova.
Also, I apologize that I'm definitely gonna
What
just
else did you
talk
find?
over
Before they disappeared, the
the voice acting because I can't hear it with how we had to do stream. So
Cordova had a
sorry,
Wookiee
guys.
friend named Tarful. Maybe we can find him.
Sheik, look, things are really bad down there. The Empire's muscling in on those Wookiees big time.
Then we better get ready for a fight.
All right. So we got to go find General Tarful because he knows where the next clue thing is.
I
But-
think this lifestyle suits you.
Yeah, the Empire is taking
Fighting
over the
that walker
Wookiees.
seems to have made you more confident.
Yeah.
And Mom's proud
So, how are you?
because we just
holding
took
up?
down an ATSD.
And with the Force,
Yes, with the Force. I know you said it could be overwhelming.
haven't gotten myself killed yet. Rather not talk about it.
Yeah, well, I understand.
Maverick.
More than you realize.
Why'd you choose to stop using the Force?
When the Purge started, and our clone troops turned against us, my Padawan and I took several younglings and we went into hiding. But we didn't last long. Imperial Patrol was about to discover our location, so I tried to lure them away from my Padawan Trilla. She stayed behind with the younglings, but they caught me. And they tortured me. They wanted to know about the others and how many were left, but mostly they wanted to know about Cordova and where he went.
But you escaped.
Yeah. It was a prison riot. I saw my opportunity and I took it.
Poor Seer.
But they almost broke me. And I am not the same as I was, Cal.
Your Padawan. Did she survive?
No. But that's why we can't give up. We can't let the sacrifice of those closest to us be for nothing.
Honestly, what I want to know is when we get to go to Dathomir.
It is
after
near
this?
the end.
Okay.
I think we can go earlier, but it doesn't make sense to.
Give me a minute. I'm
We'll only
siphoning
go.
Imperial data.
Siri, you're just standing here. The fuck do you mean you're siphoning Imperial data? The fuck are you doing?
Just telepathically doing that.
Using the Force. Alright, we've planted a new seed for Greer. I think we're good. I think we can head to Kashyyyk. Actually, let's chat with Greer really quick.
Just let me
Okay,
know when
never
you want
mind.
to go.
Wookiees, Wookiees. I cannot
Plot of
do
course.
a Wookiee impression. I will not try.
Alright, heading off to Kashyyyk. We'll see plenty of them on this planet.
Breeze, have you ever
Siphoning Imperial data is Jedi code for playing solitaire
I
online.
Wouldn't hurt to throw some art on the walls. Something new to look at.
Since when do you care about art?
I've always liked it. When I was younger, I used to pour through every piece I could find at the Jedi archives.
Did you critique them too?
I admired them. When I became a seeker, I got to see through person. So many different cultures in the galaxy, and each one had their own unique works of art. It was breathtaking.
So Seer's a nerd.
Oh, yeah.
Time to land. Get up here.
She's just a nerd with lots of trauma. Which, like, you know what? Same, boo.
Tell me we're not running that blockade.
Oh, only as a last resort. I've rigged the Mantis' transponder to transmit Imperial signals. Hey, Grease,
Yeah,
keep your power signature low and act like we belong.
just like Braca. No sweat. I don't need another set of hands. Just please keep your eye on
I
the
thought
scanner,
you wanted
all
a
right?
high five.
All right.
I don't see anything.
You're preoccupied with something on the ground. We're clear.
Oh my god. I don't know, maybe why this 100% came in my brain all of a sudden. But I know you haven't watched it yet, but the new season of Bad Batch starts tomorrow, and I'm so excited
I have not watched it yet.
to see my boy Wrecker. He's big, dumb, strong.
All the best qualities in a
Doesn't look
man.
good.
He's my favorite. I
The
love
Empire is
Wrecker.
devouring Kashyyyk for its natural resources. Wookiees have been enslaved or displaced.
We gotta save the Wookiees, guys.
Oh, that was a close one, kid. Aren't you supposed to be
I was
watching
looking at the big
Guerrilla
tree.
fighters, Wookiees and off-worlders ambushing an Imperial convoy.
Walkers approaching their position.
Tarful could be with him.
Awful could be anywhere, like deep in the ground, like we're gonna be if we get caught up in that battle down there.
We don't have any other options, and they'll die without our help.
So what's your plan?
Sabotage. We used to scrap walkers on Braca. I'll just jack one.
Get a load of the kid. He thinks we're back in the Clone Wars.
Captain, get us near those walkers.
Wait, what?
Listen, those walkers double as troop transport, so once you get inside, be careful.
For no freeze grease to work his magic.
Hey, do me a favor. Stay alive down there.
I'll add it to the plan.
Pretty sure mistake would also be a favorite advice.
Yeah.
Right, if you're jumping, you
I love
better do
how
it now.
Cal has finished 2 whole missions and he's like, you know what? I'm the greatest.
So good at this.
I've got this down. The Empire, no sweat. My baby. All right,
Oh, what the hell?
You ready to do this?
time to jack one of those.
Is that a walker?
I think so.
Ah,
All right, it's got enough. I think it's supposed to be camouflage, but quite honestly, it's climbing material. Gotta get something that I can get to the edge.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely. I would like to point out
now how do we
that
get
in
on
this
top?
house, they may not necessarily be AT-ATs or AT-ATs, but you may call them either of those things, and that's fine. I will not judge you or correct you.
Okay.
Technically they're probably something else, but they're close enough to an AT-AT or an AT-AT that we're not going to be assholes about it.
And besides, I don't know the difference, so, you know. It's a
just,
giant
you know.
space robot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's the big mech. That, yeah. There's just, you know, if there's nothing that the Star Wars fandom is known for, or nothing else, is the fact that like there's a bunch of toxic assholes that like to like actually at people. So you know, I like to throw that clarification in there every once in a while. With like,
Yeah.
okay, no one cares.
Exactly.
Thanks, BD.
Like this is my favorite thing in the goddamn world, and I do not give a shit if you know what this thing is called.
Yeah, you deal with me, who knows what absolutely nothing is called, so...
And also, like, I need room in my brain for other things, so I don't remember this kind of shit, so...
I feel like I went around there.
You've rung around the rosy.
Do not see a place to climb up, though. Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. It's right over there.
Yeah, that's totally fair. I don't care what it's called, I'm calling it Bessie, and I'm gonna tip it over.
I like
Totally
it.
fair.
Well, they just stole my thunder right there. It's gonna murder that dude. Alright. We are inside.
At the cow.
I do not know what I have to do. Is it gonna open for me? Do I just sit in the chair? I do not remember this part. I remember getting in here. Okay, where did I drop in from? I dropped in from up there.
Oh, does the droid need to interface with something?
BD1?
Does BB need to... BD, excuse me, not
Sure you're still
BB.
there.
Wrong droid.
Yeah,
BD.
it's not giving me the indicator.
BD, give us a hint.
Yeah, I know.
BD, we're stupid. Try sitting in the chair.
I tried.
BD, help.
Hello.
BD.
Oh, there we go.
Shit.
Don't know how I was supposed to notice that, but
There's no pulse. Your turn to report fatalities. It's the Jedi!
yeah, you can report some fatalities. Your own.
Ah.
That is the coolest little one-liner you're gonna get tonight, also.
Reading a news ship on scanners. They brought more firepower than we thought.
Hello,
How's our hull
boys.
looking? Badly damaged.
Stabby,
We're
stabby.
at 70% integrity and falling. That should still be enough to...
Hi. I don't know why we've murdered everyone else and we just knocked these guys out, considering they're right with us, but, you know.
Report. What's happening over there? You're in violation of Imperial Protocol
Shut that guy up.
207. Stand down or we won't...
Thanks, BD.
Round, Cal.
Let's do this.
Alright.
That's a lot of lasers.
Oh. Whoops, wrong button.
Up to the leg.
That's out of the way.
Okay, would you like to move out of my way so I can... Yep. Let me just say this thing does not turn very well, so...
Hey!
Oh my
Who the
god.
fuck are you?
Someone who just brought Nada.
That's Saw Gerrera.
That it is.
Who are you?
Someone making the Empire angry.
And like,
everywhere.
Landing pad
right?
overhead. With my visor point.
Copy that.
6 months ago I couldn't have told you his name.
It's
Now,
making me
like,
angrier.
I think I've seen him 18 million places. and Rogue One.
And Rogue One. And Andor.
Yep.
They won't be using that anytime soon.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with what Cal said. Did he call it, like, actually saying AT? Again, I can't hear. Did he say AT-AT or AT?
I think AT-AT.
Okay, yeah,
But I admittedly have not been paying attention.
AT-AT is more correct because it's like, whatever, like a cat. At.
Alright. You guys are annoying me, so I'm gonna take care of y'all.
But also, you know, like almost discussed earlier. It's Bessie, it's fine.
It's Bessie.
Yeah, exactly. It's Bessie. It don't actually matter.
Look, if George Lucas had known what was right, he would have named it Bessie. We've already talked about my full disrespect.
You and I have talked about my mutual disrespect for George Lucas. I appreciate that he created the world, but Homeboy needed to learn to let other people take the reins.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really wild to find out that, you know, you like Star Wars when he's not the one who created it. You know.
I personally am more of a fan of Dave Filoni as in charge. He was the showrunner on
He was Rebels, wasn't he?
yeah. He also works on Mandalorian.
Ah.
Jon Favreau, I think, is the main guy for Mandalorian. And of course, Jon Favreau, you recognize that he also did some. He directed the first Iron Man movie and is Happy Hogan in Marvel.
This shit is too small. Where the fuck is shit hitting me from? Oh, hi!
Oh my god. Is that Bessie?
People on the ground are over here like, what the actual fuck is he doing?
Monkeys are just growling.
Idiot. Can you do anything?
Smart enough to cat cow.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Man. Oh, shit. How have we not
Force. And plot armor.
seatbelts?
Look, we already know that they don't care about stormtrooper lives.
Like, Cal, put on a fucking seatbelt.
Yeah, no seatbelt for Cal.
Yeah, the Force is the plot. Oh.
Alright. Let's get out of the AT-AT. Whatever the fuck it is.
Wookiees
okay.
hate us because we're
You all right?
human.
No, we are not doing that again.
Let's do it again.
You just wrecked a perfectly good walker.
PD's like, again.
Got a name?
Oh, where did
Kestis.
Saw just come
Saw
from?
Guerrero.
Jesus.
I mean, to be fair, he was just hanging out on
Looking for
it
somebody.
for a bit,
Work.
so, you
What are you
know.
doing here?
My companions and I came to Kashyyyk to disrupt Imperial supply lines.
Let me just say, this does not run quite as well on the PS4 as it does on the PS5.
So, who are you looking for?
Wookiee chief
There's
in
some
Winter.
freezing.
Toffel is impossible to find. There's a reason he's evaded the Empire for this long.
He's a freedom fighter?
He's the freedom fighter, a symbol of the Wookiee resistance, striking at the Empire from the Shadowlands.
Seer? Grease? This is Saw.
How you doing?
What do you want with Toffel?
Jedi business.
The Jedi are dead.
Not all of them.
You get that off a corpse?
My master gave it to me.
This pad supports an Imperial refinery that runs on Wookiee slave labor. Intel suggests that some of the captives there are guerrilla fighters.
I should help them. One of them might know how to contact Tarful.
It's possible.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. The Manus works wonders. I mean, it's a great ship, excellent pilot, but it is not built for close support.
We'll stay here and monitor Imperial transmissions. With a bit of luck, we'll intercept any distress calls.
Appreciate it. My lieutenants and I will scout ahead to prepare the attack. Join us when you're ready. Go! Go!
Let me just say, I saw that we were on the same side as Saw Gerrera and sat there and went, are we really doing the right thing? He's been so questionable in everything.
Yeah. So Saw is a very
Glad you're all right.
extreme
Good to see you too.
rebel,
This place is a
to put it
Your plan worked.
lightly.
And now you want to follow
Very
Saul.
much the idea that
What do you think of Saul's plan?
whatever
He's
ends
fighting a losing
justifies
battle.
the means.
I
Does
doubt
not
freedom for the
care
Wookiees is his only
how
goal.
He seems
he
trustworthy.
would get something
might prove to
accomplished.
be.
He's going to
But
get
there's
it
more going
accomplished.
on here than we know.
And
Genocide
don't
is
forget,
just
the Empire
on the
fight
list.
started. Watch your tail
If
on
it means that
Alessandro.
it's the fall of the Empire,
Thanks.
it's fine.
I'll
Yep.
keep that in mind.
I'm busy. I gotta figure out what to cook
Well,
next.
fine. Recipe plan while I go risk my life.
Either you heard the Parsons?
Rumors and cantinas, but not much to go on.
They call them
So,
radicals.
sorry
I
again
heard
for
the Empire's got
talking.
bounties on their heads.
You go to cantinas?
Jedi aren't easy to find. We needed news.
And drinks. Anyway, that's a story for another time.
Do you think the Inquisitors will
The
find us here?
Inquisitors would find us anywhere.
Possible.
You better
Yeah.
hope not. We barely
We could be
made
in a
it
fucking
here.
Pringles can
We
and
couldn't
they'd
leave the
find
Parsons
us.
and Wookiees to die.
Cal, your instincts are good, but that's not within your control. We can do our part. That's it.
Hello,
Over here.
Mr.
Could be
Wookie.
supplies inside this walker. You okay? I'm
Y'all,
fine.
stop blowing shit up.
I'm fine.
Or at least let me be involved.
A little bruised, but it's not so bad.
Just pass list
Heard
I
Saw's
have a
hoping to
pass
find some
list
news of Tarful
for
at the
Jedi
refinery.
Fallen Order.
A
And
report came in this morning that
the
he's been seen
Wikipedia
at
does not
Chateau
have it.
House.
What?
Excuse me.
If anything goes wrong with this plan, we're finished.
Mari's mapped out the nearest garrisons. The Empire
Okay,
won't
it is
have time
Forrest
to send
Whitaker.
reinforcements. We'll be okay.
I couldn't hear to
If we can
confirm,
do it
so I
quick.
wanted to look up if they
So
got
I've seen us
Forrest
through
to play
worse.
Saw, and they did.
Got nothing but respect for that man, but this isn't a forest skirmish. I hope we're ready.
I mean, that just looks like a stain on a paper, so I don't know that your plan is really that good, but, you know. What you got, BD?
They're even worse here than on Zepho.
Gog.
It's a
Gonk
gonk droid. They're portable power generators. And they make low honking noises. Or gonking
say-
noises.
Did you say
Say
Zepho?
gonk.
I
Gonk.
used to live there before the Empire came. Do you know it?
Yeah, I've been. It's horrible what happened.
We weren't able to fight back, but here, with the Wookiees, we have a chance. Thank you for standing with us.
Yay, Mariana! Which, like, we talked to her a whole, like, 3 times. Hello, Mr. Gonk Droid. Is there a reason why you decided to be right next to me? Alright, let's go save some Wookiees. Never mind. Let's see what our son wants. As I stand right in front of it. Weapons cache. These specialized Imperial flamethrowers have been modified to more effectively incinerate Kashyyyk's wildlife. And let me just say, the wildlife is fucked up here.
Saul should be at the other end of this trench.
It's over here. I always wonder what the hell I'm cutting through. Like, I'm sure they probably needed that.
Look, a workbench.
Oh, hello! What the fuck?
Oh. No! Ew! Oh, right for the throat.
I know.
We're gonna turn into Space Spider-Man now? There's an ice spider like that in one of the episodes of The Mandalorian. Hated it. Only reason I rewatched that episode because it has my wife, Frog Lady.
Frog lady, frog lady!
Frog Lady is my favorite. I love her so much. She
How much
doesn't
current
speak a
can you
word of
conduct?
English, and I am in love with her. She only speaks frog.
Well, with this transformer, I bet you can short-circuit Imperial tech.
He's so happy. All right, we now have overcharge. He can now turn machinery on and off.
Oh my god. Look at our son go.
I know. And let's demonstrate it in action.
Let's try it.
I am aware there is shit over there. Unfortunately, I tried for half an hour to get it. I cannot get it yet. You have to have force jumping in order to get to it. So,
Rip.
in case anyone is going to give me shit for not going for it. I have not, like, been abducted by aliens and stopped looking at treasure. Well, fine then. Alright. Back over here. So that I can then get over there. Because level design is their passion. Alright. Do. Alright. And now, BD can use overcharge on
Gonna
that.
need help here. Nice job.
Yay. Our son's going places. He might even go to college. Oh, shit. I'm gonna scan that. Those are flame beetles. They'll come after you and try to blow you up. Little fuckers anyways.
Love that for us.
I cannot wait until I get pull.
Jedi, over here.
Over where? We're just gonna keep going and hope that you're over here.
Imperial sap refinery lies dead ahead.
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Nothing good. They refine the sap into a powerful compound, and they're rushing to expand production.
We have to stop them.
That's the plan. We don't know their end game. They spread themselves too thin. This map we recovered proves it.
Good boy.
Here you go, bud.
These refineries double as brutal prison camps. We use those cutters to create a distraction, while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
So you have a whole army and I get my lightsaber.
You hear that? Said he needs my help.
Yeah, pretty much.
Come on, buddy.
He's fought with Jedi before. He knows what's up.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, he's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he got trained by Anakin, so like.
Explains why he's mildly fucked up, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh boy, spent time with Anakin in the prime of the Clone Wars. Like...
Yeah. That's all you have to say.
Love
Alright.
Anakin Skywalker, but also like, oh my god.
Boyo needed therapy at like 5 and never got it.
Poor Anakin, right? Like truly just continuing shit show of Anakin Skywalker. You know, born in, well, okay, immaculate conception, question mark? Because the way that his mom talks about it, she's like, there was no father, which everyone immediately is like, immaculate conception, like he's space Jesus. And it's like, you know who also says that? Like people whose partners were shitty. Like,
Yeah.
space Jesus.
Also, how fitting it would be that Space Jesus basically committed genocide against his own people.
And there's this whole thing with like Anakin, so born into slavery, which, you know, super sucks. Gets discovered by the Jedi late. Like, typically, I think I talked about this last stream, but typically, younglings get taken from their families and their communities when they're babies, and then raised in the cult of Jedi.
One of the cutters turned on. Are they running some kind? Found the target. Nice hit.
Dead. But
Understood.
you know, like, he gets taken a lot later. I mean, the Jedi Council was against him getting trained at all, and the only reason they even let Obi-Wan train him is because Qui-Gon died. Well, I promised my master I would train him, and he was going to do it anyway against your orders, and now he's dead. Like, okay, full story.
Clearly a ring-in endorsement.
The warriors left this. They used this place as a hideout in their battle against the Empire.
My favorite discussion that I've seen lately is because obviously other people knew about Anakin and Padme.
Yeah, because they're not subtle.
No, not subtle at all. But I think it's in Brotherhood, which is one of the newer books out that's about Anakin and Obi-Wan. Confirmed.
Oh my
that
god!
Obi-Wan knew.
Sorry.
How dare you?
I have to do it!
It's a bad droid.
It's a bad droid.
It's worse about you having to kill that droid than those troopers.
They all come back to life. I think the droids technically do too. I know at least the security droids do.
Yeah, you're going down.
My uncle just sent me a picture of my favorite cousins, i.e. his dogs.
Love it.
I love that. They're so cute.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. See if I remember how to stop shit.
Swing my lightsaber. Go, go, go. Oh. Into the vat.
Yep.
Maverick, leave your sister alone. Maverick. Where did you get an embroidery hoop? Oh, fun real life fact for everybody. Maverick's birthday is Friday.
Yay!
He's gonna be 3.
Yay! Good boy.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. We need one of those grappling guns. Like grapple guns, whatever.
Right?
We need one of those. Yeah, anyway, Maverick's birthday is Friday. He gonna be 3.
Yay! He's getting so old.
I know. Well, Leia is... Wait, is it 3? 5. Leia will be 7.
Wow.
In May. Then it'll be 5 in April.
I remember when Finn was just a puppy.
We were going through family photos for a thing, and we found this picture of me and baby Finn. He's so little.
Well, that was...
Now he's 95 pounds.
Yeah.
Never seen a trooper like that before. You gotta get these Wookiees out of lockup.
Yeah, you don't.
Keep moving, Jedi. Vents open. Go.
Love how they pumped up that battle, and that was a one-hit wonder. Also, loving the details of the rats in the pipes.
Yeah.
Tight fit, huh, BD?
Flame beetles, they're coming through the walls.
Flame beetles.
Okay, so I don't have my scum blink yet. Ow!
Rude.
You fuckers are worried about the flame beetles and you got that shit?
Maverick. Maverick. Stop. Hey, you with the fur. Sit down.
The boots with the fur?
Yeah.
With the fur, with the fur. cold club was talking at her. Oh. Boy. They just would blast that in my in PE when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes. Like,
You sure you want to plug into this thing? Okay.
Thanks, BD.
Oh, shortcut. That's why you wanted to move this thing.
being bad.
You had no idea that was there, did you?
But Maverick
You just wanted to
has
turn the
a
cutter on.
handle on his collar. I specifically bought this collar for him because it has a handle. So now I'm just holding him by his little handle.
Well. Look, sometimes he needs held. We all need held sometimes.
Yes. Sometimes we must be restrained. I think technically yes. So is it possible for the Force to do the equivalent of that Bugs Bunny trick where he sticks his fingers to a gun barrel and they blow up the wielder? Yes. Could technically, essentially, achieve the same thing with the Force.
Oh shit, that was stupid.
That was a barrel of explosives.
Yeah, and I decided, you know what happens? Let's put my lightsaber in it. I do not know what's back here.
We're gonna find out.
We are.
Is that a Force thing? Memory?
Yep, maximum force increase. There was a giant spider attack. Probably means there's a giant spider in here somewhere.
Yep. You walked into its lair.
Hey.
Rest in peace. Oh, bye forever.
So
Oh, he's back.
Ooh, we got a new poncho. Oh, it's kind of ugly.
Oh.
There is a pink one, and I hope you know as soon as we get it.
I know. Okay, let's go to you.
It's a white spider. Okay, bro, we can't both lunge at the same time. It doesn't work that way. Why are there two of you?
No! God.
There's three of you now.
Got the white one.
Yeah. I don't know, and I'm too scared to try.
BD1, over here.
Spiders, because I don't fucking know.
It's Worcestershire.
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 It's like Worcestershire sauce. You just...
Worcestershire.
They're spiders. It's fine.
I don't
It's
know
probably
what's
one of
here
those
either.
things that, like, if I heard someone say it, I might remember. But much like whose line is it anyway, it does not matter. The points in whose line is it anyway. Does not matter.
I'm watching you.
Hi. Oh, that's where you are. Now you're not, but that's all that was up here was this fucker.
I think we're too late to scan the white spider.
You don't have to scan it
Oh.
because it's a boss spider,
Let's go, BD1.
so it automatically scans.
Hell yeah.
What was in there?
And in case you wanted to know, that's where the other spiders came from, is over here.
Oh.
Wonder if Grease can cook with
They
us.
were all hanging out here.
Hey! Okay, hold on. I gotta
Yep.
stop Maverick for what he's doing.
All right.
Hey!
Do some wall running. Oh shit. Guess I gotta jump over the random crack in the wall. Floor. Whatever that is. Okay, there's that. What you got over here, BD? Sap barrels. Refined sap. The compound is utilized by the Empire in ways that are currently not understood. Understood by who? But for every barrel of sap refined, over 200 tons of industrial waste are pumped into nearby waterways, slowly poisoning the planet. Hi, we're hearing about how the Empire kills the planet.
That makes sense.
You know,
They
because
do that.
being Nazis wasn't bad enough. Oh shit, that's a climb thing. That's not a run thing.
Maverick, I just fixed that.
At least we have the high ground.
Oh my god, I'm right back.
Okay. I will continue to climb.
What was that? Another hijacked cutter. Reporting a live cutter near the cell blocks. Immediate aid requested. It's breaking through and destroying everything. Jedi is here. Right.
Come shoot me, fuckers.
We can't get them all.
Ah, take that. Mess with me and I will murder you.
Oh my god. Out of context, I don't want to know what your comment is about.
Okay.
The Empire uses it as lube, is the comment. And I don't know what the context is because I was dealing with Maverick and I don't know if I want to know.
It's frozen. There we go.
Good. Imperial distress calls are going out
You
from
do
the
not want to know.
If you don't get the
Maverick.
prisoners soon.
We can do this. I promise.
The context was that the apparently what the Empire uses the sap for is unknown.
Ah, yeah, that's 100% what it's for. Ew.
Ah. Yeah, we'll rest. Why not? We're doing pretty good, so
Bring back all the spiders.
yeah. Only if we pass back that way. Okay, fine. Apparently the door's locked. Aha. Hello. Okay, apparently I almost missed that, but it's fine.
The Jedi will be here any minute.
Missed your opportunity. For a hello there.
Yeah. Oop.
You can't stop us. Don't let up. You won't land another.
We could ask why I'm sitting here fighting them right by this thing that I can absolutely fall off of, but you know what? A little danger makes things fun, right?
It's the spice of life.
Exactly.
Being a dumbass. Truly, I think one of the most unrealistic things about Star Wars is the lack of safety railings everywhere.
Yeah.
I knew it would end like this.
I will say, they could probably benefit from that.
Uh-huh. As a kid, fun little peek into my psyche. As a kid, one of my recurring nightmares was being at my local mall and then having the railings on the second floor. So, like, how my mall is structured is probably, like, you know, like a lot of malls. It's 2 stories, and the center part is open, so you, like, walk around the edges, and there's some, like, bridges that you can cross back and forth. Anyway, I would have recurring nightmares about...
Not alone.
About the safety railings just disappearing, and then I would fall to my death. And I played Star Wars.
Presentation is not permitted.
My boy! It's not K2SO, but it's the K unit. Oh no, we're
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him because let me just say, he's not into me.
No! Andor all over. No, this is my favorite droid!
Well,
No!
it's now in 3 pieces.
Scanning again?
It's a security droid. Yeah, they're known as the KX series. And they throw me down.
Yeah.
It would
That's
be
what happened
kinky
in
if it
Andor,
wasn't,
too.
you know, a robot.
Or, I mean, it is. It is because they're a robot. I mean, whatever you're into, whatever floats
That's
your boat.
true, yeah.
It's not because he is actively trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Not, you know.
I
It's
mean,
not
look,
fun time.
a little bit of murder is sexy, a lot of murder is not.
Who's ready to fight some imps?
Yay!
All right, let's help these Wookiees get back in the fight. Great
Yeah,
work,
she's her
Jedi.
BD one, so that's what she gets.
Exactly. Thanks, Marty.
I'm still
Good work, Jedi.
Thank you. I did good work.
So K2SO is my favorite droid. He looked like that big fucker from Rogue One, and he is voiced by Alan Tudyk of Firefly fame, and many other things. One of my favorite things about Alan Tudyk is the fact that he is the voice. Not only is he the voice of the main toucan in Encanto, but he's Hey in Moana.
The man knows how to do fucked up characters.
Yeah, it's just so funny. My absolute
up ahead.
favorite
We must be
interview
close.
ever of all time is, I think it's a behind-the-scenes look at Moana, and Alan Tudyk is just, making chicken sounds, and he stops, and he kind of sighs, and he goes, "I went to Juilliard." That, like lots of chicken sounds.
Look, man, I feel it.
That shit relatable.
Yeah, really. Yeah, I don't have anything that I need to be over there for yet.
And what are you chewing on? Can I see? Oh, you got your banana toy. Good job.
Is that the same banana toy?
No, well, they do still have those banana toys, but no, it's a hard plastic banana toy is what he's chewing on.
I was gonna say, that thing definitely survived.
Yeah.
Alright, and down we go in the elevator. Once again. It is not loading very well today.
Okay, it stopped for you too in that weird position.
Yeah, you can see down in the bottom right corner is the loading.
Gotcha.
Sigil. Did not have this problem on the PS5.
I did not remember that he was the Joker in the Harley Quinn show. My brain automatically, because he's played them so often, my brain automatically just assumes that any animated Joker is Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
So what was in there?
I have not seen Star versus the Forces of Evil. I feel like I should, but he's in that as well. Yes. I've seen the Harley Quinn show, just, didn't put it together. I love the Harley Quinn show, like, a lot.
Are we still talking Alan Tudyk?
Yes. He was the Joker in that.
Well,
I was just saying that it was, like the... If I turn around and you have knocked over my ottoman, I'm gonna murder you, dog. Nope, just all the stuff on top of it.
Well.
Maverick! I won't actually hurt my dog. I just like to threaten him with, hollow threats. Don't report me to PETA. Maverick! Oh my god. Fair back.
Moving out.
Alright, where do I need to go? Okay, so I need to be over there. So you can overcharge that.
Maverick, you got what you wanted.
Oops. Okay, that was not it either.
I'm a bad mom. I gave Maverick what he wanted.
Oh.
He wanted Leia out of his crate, so he's now stuck in his crate.
Well, that's one way to fix it.
I feel more so bad that I kicked Leia out. Leia! Leia, come! Leia!
How did I do this last time?
Good girl. I'm sorry that your mean brother is picking on you. You're just an old woman and want to be left alone.
Exactly.
A classy lady.
They've got reinforcements.
You sit
Go
down,
back to the
sweetheart.
prisons.
Leia. Leia, you can't fit under my desk anymore. I put shit down there.
Is there something you wanted to look at, BD? Nah? You just wanted to talk?
Here's... the hell is happening in there?
We're on our way.
Wookiees. Wookiee workers are chained together with no privacy, often covered in mud or dangerous industrial byproduct.
Aw.
I promise. We won't leave you.
We gotta liberate them all. Liberation.
To the prisons! We need the Wookiees to finish this! Hurry!
They've got reinforcements!
Go!
But gotta
What?
get them out of there.
This is it! We can't afford to lose!
Yep. Yeah, trauma inflicted. You're inflicting it on me.
So the quote, which I think is it from the Harley Quinn show? Is gentlemen, my fellow whites, let us raise a glass to the pyramid of money, the foundation of which was built upon our favorite pastime, fucking the poor. I think that's the Joker.
You've done it! The Wookiees are free! Get
Yeah.
to the roof!
Yay, we liberated the Wookiees, and Saw Gerrera just flew off like a fucking superhero.
Dick.
I don't know if that was a glitch or if it didn't generate the grappling hook or whatever. Apparently they don't want me to go in there. Alright. Anything...
When I look up Alan Tudyk, the only quotes that I'm seeing are like his quotes. Like I just want to know his character quotes. Not about character. Get out of here. Oh yeah, he's King Candy in Wreck-It Ralph.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's okay. Isn't he, like, we've talked about the fact that I'm now watching Santa Clarita Diet, like, years after everyone else has. Isn't he who took over for Nathan Fillion on The Head?
Let me look that up real quick. It's been a while since I've watched that. Oh my god, he also plays the Condiment King in Harley Quinn. Hilarious.
Oops. Guess I have to open doors, not just slash them open with my lightsaber for some reason.
It was Tuk Tuk and Raya and the Last Dragon.
Ooh. I never ended up watching that. I said I was going to. It's still on Disney Plus.
It is. It's okay. He was Iago in the Aladdin remake.
He has played a lot of birds.
When was Santa Clarita Diet released? Might be easier if I go that way.
I do not know. It is on Netflix right now. That is the most I can tell you.
Clarita Diet. Barrymore, Timothy Olyphant.
Oh my god, you're obsessed with me.
Let's see all caps. All caps. Man.
Don't want it to be you and me.
Yes. He is listed as Gary.
It is pretty sad when I could tell immediately who it was when he changed.
Yeah.
Like, obviously I recognized Nathan Fillion because of Firefly. And I watched a decent amount of Castle when that was still on.
I do find it funny that they replaced that they replaced Mal with
ready, buddy?
Yeah.
Wash.
Yeah.
Firepower to breach its hold.
We're on it.
Alright, time to take on yet another robot. We have done some Wookiee liberation. Yay! I'm a hero. Me and my
Okay.
baby droid.
It should be.
Everyone! These
Okay,
have
yeah, I
been
just completely skipped
hard
over
years.
it in his IMDb.
We've lost comrades, friends,
Like, how did I miss that?
family to the Empire. Dark times. And
We
yet the
freed
fire
slaves. Now she should throw us a
still
parade.
burns.
Yeah.
Hope still burns. The Jedi!
I'm
are
glad there's a
not yet
dude from
lost.
Blue Man Group right behind us.
We are not yet lost.
I'm going to.
Kashyyyk is not yet lost. For the cause.
This is going to be mild spoilers. The next time we go to Kashyyyk, he has given up on it. It is
Blue
not
Man
even
or
that. Saw. He's over
what the
here
Empire has
talking
done to
about, you know,
Kashyyyk.
like, Kashyyyk's not
Stories
yet
are playing
lost.
out all over the galaxy.
Think we leave for a whole
My
10 minutes,
prodigy
and
could
he's
use
like,
the
you know
Jedi on
what?
our
Nah.
side.
I'm honored. But you have our own mission I can't walk away from.
I'm honored,
Not
but I
yet.
like to fight a sane battle, please.
The offer stands. Keep it in mind.
I will not keep it in mind, but thank you.
Cal, I'm Mari Kosan, and this is Commander Choisik.
We take the collar off of the Wookiee.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not quite fluent.
Choisik says he'll do whatever he can to find Tarful and vouch for you.
Yay, we got a
think
trophy.
he's still
Happy go
alive?
Wookiee.
Have faith, Cal. We'll be in touch with your ship. For the cause.
You know Tarful?
He was part of Tarful's crew, but got captured on a mission. Tarful couldn't risk more warriors to save him. He spent months in that refinery. Choisik will help you find Tarful. They're always on the move. Could take some time.
And that's all I can ask. Thank you.
Good to have you on our side.
All right. Actually, we'll go talk to Saw one more time.
You've been fighting for so
Very
long.
sad baby sounds happening
Have you
behind
learned
me.
anything from the
Oh.
war?
Nothing unites people like tragedy.
No,
Everything
you're
the
being a
Empire
dick.
takes from us only makes us stronger.
But
Each
Mom,
injustice spurs others to join our
Mommy
cause.
loves me.
If we stand together,
We do
we
love
can
you.
win.
Just like today. Thank you. We did it.
By the skin of our teeth. It'll be harder without your help.
but
I know.
you cannot guilt me
but I
into
can't
joining
abandon my
you.
mission.
I understand.
Again,
I
you
didn't
started
try to
doing
help you.
batshit crazy shit.
2 rotations ago, my people searched an abandoned Wookiee village nearby. No sign of Tarful, but we did find out the safest route to the Shadowlands is through this refinery.
I built an escape plan if this didn't work out.
You catch on fast. When you're ready to find Tarful, that's the way to go.
Thanks, man. Anything else to tell me about?
I'm glad we could help the Wookiees.
Freeing the oppressed, that's where the passion to keep fighting comes from. Every death, every dead end creates a fighter who isn't afraid to lose. Enough of them, and we'll take the day. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, you bet, bro. All right. Let's talk to the Wookiees we won't be able to understand. Fascinating.
They'll be okay. Gotta jolt this thing.
All right. Let's return to the ship. The mantis is calling our name.
I've been monitoring Imperial communications and I picked up something. Project Augur has been reactivated. The Empire may be close to finding another Zepho tomb.
Looks like we still have work to do.
All right. We'll need to go back to Zepho next, but I think this is a good place to end for tonight once we get back to the mantis.
Yeah, I think so. We started late, but we don't want to go too late.
Yep. I have early meetings again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to me. The only one who has them this week. Yay.
You think Saw and the others will be okay? Always looking on the bright side, huh? Thanks for everything.
Okay, so that's taken care of.
Good work, BD.
All right. How'd you do?
The Force showed me something on Zepho. Memories of someone named Ostar.
My partner. He distracted the stormtroopers so I could escape with our daughter. He
Girl,
also
where is
was
your daughter
impulsive.
now?
Is he...
Yeah. I found his body.
Part of me wanted to believe...
Because you're holding a gun. Is there a Wookiee
so sorry.
babysitter?
No, don't be.
Wookiee nursery around here?
I'm glad I know the truth.
You all right?
I just received an encrypted transmission.
From Saw?
From my father. My daughter's made it to Chandrila. She's safe.
Guess
That's
asked and
wonderful
answered.
news.
It's the best news I've heard since coming here. Still, it's hard being away from her.
Okay, Chandrila sounds familiar. What's...
Chandrila.
Yeah.
That is the homeworld of one Mon Mothma, and also where that Starliner is based out of. The
Oh.
Star Wars Hotel is a
Hey, see ya.
Chandrila
Cal,
Star
good to
Cruiser.
see you back in one piece.
Oh.
Mari Kosan contacted us. We know you couldn't find Tarful.
I love risking our lives for nothing. It's fantastic.
It wasn't for nothing. Mari and Choysic will come through.
I like your optimism. We could all use a little of
Someday
that
when
now
we
and
meet
then.
the or when we
Hey, I'm a positive guy, too.
win the
I'm
lottery and
positive
get to
that
go
if
on
I
the Star
die,
Wars,
I'll
go
be
to
very
the
upset.
Star Wars Hotel.
Yep.
You
It's a
did good, Cal.
Chandrila and
We
Star
might not have
Cruiser.
found Tarful yet, but you saved lives today. Don't forget that.
Thanks.
We'll talk later.
Okay, fine, Seer. Don't talk to me. Do you figure out what's for dinner,
When you want to
Grease?
go, let me know. I'll be right here.
All right. So before we end for tonight, the last thing I want to do is make sure that we don't want to update our
They're beautiful.
lightsaber. Anyways, that's what we have grown so far in our little
Ooh.
fancy. All right. We've got some new Star Wars parts. All right, so we keep all of our 3 colors. We can always change it. Do we want to keep orange or do we want to go to blue or green?
Orange.
Okay. All right, new emitters. So we have our 3. We have also gotten Duty and Resolve and Eno Cordova, which I used for ages because it reminds me of a candlestick.
It also kind of looks like Obi-Wan's. What's the other new one?
Duty and Resolve. It's that one.
I like the candlestick one.
I used it for a very long time. All right, we have a couple new switches. We have, once again, Duty and Resolve. And then we have Valor and Wisdom 2.
Valor and Wisdom 2.
Okay.
Good. I like that orange is your favorite color. It's my favorite color too.
We have, okay, so for the sleeve, we have Passion and Strength, or we have Duty and Resolve.
Duty and Resolve.
Okay. And our material, we have received Copper and Dunium.
Ooh, Dunium's cool.
All right.
And
This is our lightsaber now. Looks like a candlestick.
hell yeah.
That is going to bring me a lot of pleasure for a while. All right. So, we'll end here for tonight. Next stream is, unless
Thursday.
the, world falls down and conspires against us again, Thursday. 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, as per normal. Hopefully we'll have all 3 of us on.
Maybe someday.
Maybe
we'll
someday.
Get back to Rock Sholmes.
That case is taking us absolutely forever. So it's fine. You got any announcements?
I don't know. 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 I don't not necessarily an announcement, but PSA. I don't feel like anybody necessarily here is a football fan, but so last night there was a pretty big deal that happened. Those player collapsed on the field. I bring this up as a plea that if you can, if you are willing, if you are able, I highly recommend that you get first aid and CPR certified. Because that is why that man is still fighting for his life right now. They did 10 minutes of CPR on him.
Wow.
In the middle of a national football game. Very intense. We could talk about it more in detail after this, but I just, if you can, if you are able, I highly suggest getting certified. It could save someone's life. So that's my PSA for today. Please, if you can, if you are able. My work, I know like it's cost prohibitive sometimes, so I totally get it. I don't want to make it sound like I'm trying to like shame you into being certified, but like I said, if you can, if you are able. My work, my certification's up towards the end of this year, and I'm gonna see if they'll pay for me to take the class again. Because it's good to have employees that are certified. So yeah, my son is crying.
Oh, poor buddy.
He's throwing a fit is more actually what's accurate.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Remember, you can request new COVID tests from the
We already got ours,
government.
so they'll ship out quick.
Yay. I have not received mine yet, but I don't remember when I ordered mine, so. So do remember those if you haven't gotten those yet. Remember that they do expire, so having some more recent ones on hand is always good, especially with the surges that are going on. That's all I got. Wash your hands, wear your masks, get vaccinated, and we will be back on Thursday. Have a good night, all. Bye. May the force be with you or something.
May the force